Hi everyone. So what I would like to do is talk you through some tips and tricks about using Excel. This is something I've used for a long time and love working with all the different formulas, anything to make our lives easier. Now, I will cover things like splitting the text into different columns, conditional formatting, creating drop-down boxes in your boxes on Excel, inputting counting text, counting specific text, and also putting in some checkboxes and how to play about with that data when it is there. If you've got any questions, just send me an email, happy to help. Now, one of the things that I do quite often, because I've got a lot of different classes that I teach, especially with core classes in RME, is that I can copy a list of the pupils' names from on the button, but they are normally in the same column. Sometimes I like to search pupils by first name rather than surname, and it is quite important to have them separate for myself. One of the ways that I do this, there are separate ways, but the easiest way that I found on Google Sheets is if you highlight the text that you would like to separate, go to Data, and then go down to Split Text to Columns. It automatically does it for yourself. And that is how it is separated. Nice and quick, nice and simple. But if you were to do it by hand, it could take you ages to complete. Now, the next thing that I would like to show you is how to put drop-down boxes. More and more, I am finding that Google Sheets is actually really effective in it helping me track my pupils a lot easier than Excel, Microsoft at times. Now, one of the ways that I like to track my pupils, and a way to do it quicker, is to have a list and a ticket rather than inputting yes, no, and partially. Okay, so one of the ways that you do that is going to data validation on data, clicking this, and then you will see criteria there. The cell range is what has been highlighted on this sheet. Criteria, I would like to have a list of items to collect the information from. What you have to do is input the words that you would like on your drop-down and put them in with a comma. So I would like yes, no, and partially. Okay, when I save that, that is there. And you will notice yes, no, and partially is there. Now, just to show you how this is done and how to do our next thing that I'm going to show you, I'm going to highlight and drag these down so it's simple. Okay, for you to copy your cells, all you need to do is highlight that cell and drag it down. Now, conditional formatting is a way to be able to visually see the information on your screen, especially if it's all black and white. You can't always read it as accurately. Well, obviously you can read it accurately, but to see it visually can sometimes help you analyse your spreadsheets a lot better. Okay, one of the ways that you do this is going to format, conditional formatting, click in there. I'm just going to move my face out the way here. Okay, now the range that I want to work with is C3 to C18. Okay, now yes, I can see that they are engaging, no, and partially, but a way of me being able to see them by colour is by formatting this. And we need to put some rules in here to make sure that we are able to. So if the text contains yes, you will see it's highlighted on the spreadsheet there, but I would like it green. And click done. If the text contains no, I would like it in red. And if the text contains partially, then I would like it to be yellow. Okay. Now, One of the things that I would like to show you is if it were a number, just popping them there for you just to have a look at. Now, if I want to condition these numbers and create them in different colours, sometimes the easiest way to see it is if you want anything above 50 to be highlighted in green, and that can show you. Now, this is something that I use when I look at pupils' results. If pupils are above 80%, they'll be blue. If they're 70, they're green. Orange if they're 60, and vice versa. Okay, it's just a way of visually seeing some things there. I'm just going to remove that column now. Now, if you were to use tick boxes, it is easier than using the drop-down menu. However, it doesn't give you as many options. Okay, it's just yes or a no. If you want to insert your tick box, you insert your tick box on insert and then tick box. Okay, nice and simple. Okay, I'm going to drag that down so every single pupil has one. And you can highlight this and tick it as you go. It's just an easier way and less complicated than using the list. Okay, but one of the things that's very important if you want to do anything with this data in formulas such as yes and no's from this, if you want to count them, you need to put input of what it is. What I would like you to do is go back to data and then data validation. Click this. And our criteria, because I've highlighted all the tick boxes, it's already highlighted the criteria for me. But if it's not on tick box, all you need to do is click that box and click difference. Okay? One of the ways to do this is custom cell values. If the box is ticked, then I put true because it's or false. You can put yes or no, but you need to make sure you're using that with all your formulas if you're playing around with things. I save that. Okay. Now, I might want to tick this box if I've had any contact at all with the pupils via email, Google Classroom comments, if they've completed work, if I've had private comments from the pupil, or they've just gave me some input from feedback that I've gave them from previous weeks. I can quickly tick this box and I can see that these pupils have had contact, especially the ones that have completed the work, but I have had contact that week from pupils partially. Okay, I would like to know in this column if I do need to phone home or email them at any point, forward this on to my PT. Okay, a way for me doing this is using the if formula. Now, if the range, so if D3 equals true, because that's what I put in data validation if it was ticked, then I will not need to contact them, so I'll put a no. But if it's unticked, then it'll be yes. Okay, so that just automatically puts a no. Now, I would like it for the rest of this column, so I drag this down and it fills all that out for me, saving me looking at it and trying to fish through that information. The last thing I want to show you in the next few seconds is the count if function. Okay, now if we just want to count how many pupils are in this class, which can vary throughout the year, I would just want to count if the range, the class, has any text in these boxes. If it's got any text, all you need to do is pop an asterisk and that's it there for you. If you want to specifically pick in this column if anything has specific word, for example, yes, all you need to put between those speech marks is yes, and that would count how many yeses I have. So I've got 3, and if I want to count how many partialies I have, apparently I've got a lot in here. C3, C18, which is the range. Just pop that in there. The same applies for no. All you need to do is replace that yes with a no or partially. I've just left that there so we can refer to it. Okay. This then lets me know how many pupils in the class there are, how many I have engaged with the learning, how many have not, how many have partially contacted me or I've contacted them and got a reply. Okay. If you've got any ideas or want any more information, just let me know.